Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Sadma Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Bando Mui Savadana Mate Bando Mui Savadana Mate Jahara Prashadi Bai He Bhavatoriya Jahar Jahara Prashadi Bai He Bhavaturiya Jahai Krishna Prapti Ho Jahai Hoite Krishna Prapti Ho Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Sitete Koriya Kya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Sitete Koriya Kya nakori ho mane asha. Anakori ho mane asha. Sri Guru Charane Ratsi Eseyu Tamagati. Sri Guru Charane Ratsi Eseyu Tamagati. Je prashad pure sarva hasya. Je prashad pure sarva hasya. Chakudana jilo jai, jame jame prabhu se. Chakudana jilo jai, jame jame prabhu se. Jive ganari de prokasito. Jive ganari de prokasito. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasayate. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasayate. Vedegai jahara charito. Vedegai jahara charito. Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamaja Narabandhu. Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamaja Narabandhu. Lokena Lokera Jivana. Lokena Lokera Jivana. Aha Prabhu Korodoya Deho More Padachaya. Aha Prabhu Korodoya Deho More Padachaya. Ebeyasa Gusutri Bhuvana. Prabhupada Pachita Pavana. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Sila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desantarine Nam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivatsari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivatsari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Bo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Sila Prabhupada. Gaura Premanandi, Jayam Vishnupada Brahmansa. The only way by which we can attain pure devotion of service. I bow down to his Lord's feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the merits of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his Lord's mouth. Attachment to his Lord's feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my birth, Lord after birth. From his static prema emanates. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scripture sings of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto us. Give the shade of your Lord's feet. Your friend is spared all over the three worlds. We take shelter of your Lord's feet. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Tulasi Krishna Prayasi Namo Namaha. Radha Krishna Seva Babu Eya Bila Asi Radha Krishna Seva Babu Eya Bila Asi Ye tomara sharana loy dada vancha bonoy Ye tomara sharana loy dada vancha bonoy Kripa kari koro tare Vrindavana Vasi. Morae abilas, vilas kunje dio vas. Morae abilas, vilas kunje dio vas. Nayane riposada yugala rupa rasi. Nayane riposada yugala rupa rasi. Nevedena daro sakeranu gata koro. Sevadi karodie koronija dasi. Seva adi karodie koronija dasi. Nina Krishna dase koi, eyena mora oi. Dina Krishna dase koi, eyena mora oi. Shirada Govinda Preme Sarayana Vasi. Shirada Govinda Preme Sarayana Vasi. Namo Namo Tulasi Krishna Prayasi. Namo Namah. Tulasi Krishna Prayasi. Namo Namah. Yani kani chapapani brahmadani kani cha tani tani pranashanti parikshana pare pare. Yani kani chapapani brahmadani kani cha tani tani pranashanti parikshana pare pare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Brinda Devi Jaya, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Brinda Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Brinda Devi Jaya, Tulsi Maharani Jaya, Brinda Devi. Vrindaye Tulasi Devai, Priye Kesavaticha, Vishnu Bhakti Prati Devi, Satyavachai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulasi Devai, Priye Kesavaticha, Vishnu Bhakti Prati Devi, Satyavachai Namo Namaha.
Jana Vallabha Girbharadhari Jaya Jana Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girbharadhari Jaya Hari Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanana Jana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jana Jamna Tira Banachari Jamna Tira Banachari Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna You ready? No? Should I have it? Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gora Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Thakur ki. Jai Anant Koti Vaishnavind ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री मथुरा धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय सामवेद भक्तवृंद की जय हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Shivadaya Krishna Bodhi Shri Gopal Krishna Goswami Ramni. Prabhupada Sasayitam Prakasya Tasa Pacharam Katsadu. ओम ज्ञानदेवन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जना शलाख्या चक्षुरन्मितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Well, it seems like unexpectedly there's been last minute changes and I am going to do the class today. And it seems like today we have a lot of great devotees appearances and disappearances days. Starting with Vishnu Priya Devi Jai, her appearance day. Raghunandan Thakur's appearance day. Hare Krishna. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's disappearance day. Hare Bol. Pundarik Vidyanadhi's appearance day. Raghunath Das Goswami's appearance day. And Saraswati Puja, which is Vasant Panchami. Hare Krishna. So there's a lot happening. We're going to go straight into the Gaudiya history and read as much as we can. We may not be able to read about everyone, but let's start with Vishnu Priya. Okay. The Supreme Lord has three different internal Shaktis, potencies, Shri, Bhu, and Nita. Bhu Shakti appeared as Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi in Gaur Leela to assist Sri Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. King Satyajit, the father of Satyabhama in Krishna Leela, appeared in Gaur Leela as the Brahmana Sanatan Mishra, Vishnu Priya Devi's father. Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi overflowed with all good qualities. Well, those who don't know, Vishnu Priya is the consort of Lord Chaitanya. So, we'll continue. Srimati Vishnu Priya overflowed with all good qualities. Her beauty surpassed the goddess of fortune. She was devoted to her parents and dutifully followed scriptural injunctions. Regularly, she worshipped Tulsi Devi and observed vows of austerity such as bathing thrice daily in the Ganges. Whenever she met Sachi Mata at the Ganges, Vishnu Priya would humbly bow down at her feet. Sachi Devi often thought that chaste, beautiful Vishnupriya would make an ideal bride for her son Nimai. After Lakshmi Priya Devi, Lord Chaitanya's first wife, died in separation from the Lord, Nimai Pandit married Srimati Vishnupriya Devi. Chaitanya Mangal and Chaitanya Bhagavat give elaborate descriptions of this most auspicious wedding. Buddhimanta Khan, a rich landowner, bore all expenses of the opulent royal wedding of the divine couple, Vishnupriya and Srinimai Pandit. All the people of Navadvip and the neighboring villages came to the wedding. During the ceremony, all eyes were on the divine couple, as if to devour the matchless beauty of Vishnupriya and Nimai Pandit. The Vaishnavas sang Hari's glories. The Brahmanas made a circle around the Lord and chanted the Vedas. A sea of joy flooded the four directions. Those who didn't drown simply floated in bliss. Besides the wedding, Vrindavan Das Thakur doesn't elaborate about Vishnupriya's pastimes. Sri Chaitanya Mangal, Lochan Das Thakur, in Chaitanya Mangal, Lochan Das Thakur tells pastimes not mentioned elsewhere. He narrates the specially touching last conversation Lord Gauranga had with Vishnupriya Devi the night before he took sannyas. In a voice choked with emotion, Vishnupriya said, "Tell me, O Prannath, Lord of my life, is it true, the rumor I heard, that you will take sannyas and leave me? If I lose your association, I might as well end my life by drinking poison." Responding with gentle, compassionate words, Sri Gaur Rai said, "Vishnupriya, you are as dear to me as life itself. There is no need to worry. Please hear what I am about to say, for it will help you. The only truth in this world is Bhagwan and the Vaishnavas. Everything else is illusion. Fathers, mothers, children, relationships between men and women are all illusory. Krishna is the master, the real husband of everyone. Don't lament. Don't worry. Your name is Vishnu Priya. Therefore, fulfill the real meaning of Vishnu Priya and always think of Krishna within your heart." Then Sri Gaurasundar showed his forearm form, which helped Vishnu Priya understand his absolute position. Seeing this vanquished Vishnu Priya's grief and pain, she felt blissful. This vision of Mahaprabhu's instructions removed her bewilderment, but she kept the mentality of taking the Lord as her husband. Sobbing and falling at Lord Chaitanya's feet, she said, "I beg you to accept my humble submission. You are the most dear Lord of my life, my only wealth. Without you, without your service, I have nothing." Lord Gaurasundar embraced Vishnu Priya with his eyes. He gave her mercy with these words, "I shall travel here and there, but wherever I go, I shall always remain in your place." Understanding the supremely independent nature of Lord Gora, Vishnupriya said, "You must do what makes you happy, my Lord. Let no one be an obstacle to your divine mission." Chaitanya Mangal. After Sri Nimai Pandit left Navadvip, Vishnupriya adopted an austere and devoted life. She became as thin as the crescent moon before Amavasya, dark moon, following a rigid sadhana spiritual practice. She set aside 1 grain of rice for every round of Hare Krishna japa she chanted. In the evening, Vishnupriya Devi cooked these grains, offered them to her personal deity Mahaprabhu, and honored the remnants. Known today as Dharmeshwar Mahaprabhu, Vishnupriya's gorgeous deity of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu resides in Navadvip city. Shriman Mahaprabhu receives regular worship and gives unlimited mercy. Shriman Mahaprabhu ki jai. Vishnupriya Devi ki jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Shantipur, everyone in the village was able to come and have his darshan. But Vishnu Priya, she was the only one that wasn't able to go. So her life is actually a very emotional experience. She was like 14 years old actually when he took sannyas. And Vishnu Priya is really gives strength. So on these days, we pray to her to give us the strength to stay attached to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Would you like to do the rest of the readings? That's good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. What I thought was we can do all the appearances first, and then we may want to sing Jayanilo and read the rest. Okay. So the next one is Raghunandan Das Goswami. And Raghunandan, being called away on medical business, Mukunda Das once asked his young son Raghunandan to offer the Rajbhoga to the family deity of Gopinath. Raghunandan prepared everything timely, carefully, and with great devotion. When he made the offering, he remembered his father's orders. Make sure the deity eats. Ringing the bell, the simple boy told the Gopinath deity, Eat, eat. Raghunandan began crying when he saw the untouched food remaining on the deity's plate. He feared his father's anger for his inability to make the deity eat. Gopinath couldn't resist the child's intense devotion. So the Lord ate everything on the plate, leaving no remnants. Upon returning, Mukunda asked for Gopinath's Mahaprasadam. Raghunandan said, The deity ate everything. Astonished, Mukunda told his son to make the offering again. From a hidden place, Mukunda watched in total amazement as Raghunandan offered a laddu to Gopinath. But the Lord only took half a laddu. Mukunda understood that the deity only took half because he was still full from eating the lunch offering. Choked with divine emotions in appreciation of his pure devotee son, Mukunda embraced Raghunandan. Reading these kind of pastimes is so just goosebumpy, just to be able to see this kind of faith and love that the various Goswamis had. Later in Jagannath Puri, Lord Gauranga lovingly asked Mukunda Das, who is the father and who is the son? Mukunda replied, Raghunandan is definitely my father because he has given me Krishna Bhakti and showed me pure Krishna consciousness. In Krishna Leela, Raghunandan is Kandarpa Manjari or Pajamna of the Chaturveda. His samadhi is in the 64 samadhis area. So, Raghunandan Das Goswami ki jai. Next appearance is Pundrik, I think Pundrik Vidyanidhi. Yep. A disciple of Sri Madhvendra Puri, Pundrik Vidyanidhi, was Sri Gadadan Pandit's guru and an intimate friend of Swarup Damodar. Once in Jagannath Puri, Pundrik Vidyanidhi met Swarup Damodar after a long separation. In a joyful mood of friendship, Pundrik and Swarup wanted to take the dust from each other's feet. A scuffle began, and as they tried to simultaneously catch the feet of one another. We see this in ISKCON a lot. Devotees who meet after a long time, they try to touch each other's feet and try to get the dust from each other's feet. Men tend to do that. I haven't seen women do that a lot. Mother Krishna Priya is saying that Bhakti Charu Maharaj and Bir Krishna Maharaj used to run after each other all over the temple down to the pavilion, trying to touch each other's dust of each other's feet. A scuffle began as they tried to simultaneously catch the feet of one another, but at the same time avoid having their own feet caught. Both being quite strong, neither one, but Sri Gauranga enjoyed their sporting play, and everyone laughed. Pundrik Vidyanidhi has other names: Sri Vidyanidhi, Archananidhi, Bhaktanidhi, and Premanidhi, given by Lord Chaitanya. Simply by hearing his name, said Sri Gaura, the whole world becomes purified. Premanidhi's pure devotion caused Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to sometimes cry profusely and call out loudly, "Bob, father, Pundarik is my father, my dearmost friend. When will I see him again?" Pundrik Vidyanidhi is King Vrishabhanu, Sri Radha's father in Vrindavan Leela. Vrishabhanu Maharaj ki jai, Radharani ki jai. Continually floating in the sea of Krishna prema, Pundarik often showed ecstatic bodily symptoms of tears, horripilation, falling unconscious. Whoever recites and hears the following narration of the meeting of Pundarik Vidyanidhi and Sri Gadadhar Pandit will receive the treasure of love of God, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. When he first arrived in Navdvip, Pundarik Vidyanidhi disguised himself as the worldly sense enjoyer. Beside Mukunda, nobody knew that Pundarik Vidyanidhi was pure a Vaishnava. Today, I will introduce you to a most exceptional Vaishnava, said Mukunda, as he took Gadadhar Pandit to meet with Pundarik Vidyanidhi. They found Pundarik reclining on an opulent brass bed covered with red satin sheets, silk pillows, and topped with a three-tiered canopy. A gem-studded pan box stuffed with fragrant spices and betel nut waited within arm's reach. Two shiny brass spittoons stood as silent sentries beside the bed. Seeing the mirror stained red from his chewing pan, Pundarik laughed heartily. Two servants cooled him with peacock fans. Was this a Vaishnava or a prince wallowing in luxury, wondered Gadadhar Pandit. Doubts arose in Gadadhar's mind about Pundarik's spiritual status. Regarding his mind, Mukunda decided to reveal the highly exalted transcendental identity of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Mukunda recited Srimad Bhagavatam 10:635, always hankering to taste the blood of small children. Putana came to kill baby Krishna. However, because she offered her breast to the Supreme Lord, Putana attained the greatest blessing of being accepted as mother of Shri Krishna. Hearing this verse totally transformed Pundarik Vidyanidhi. A Ganges river of tears flooded his eyes. Perspiration rained from his body. His hair stood erect. He ripped off his embroidered silk shirt and wildly thrashed his legs about. Rolling on the ground, he wailed, Lord, the Lord is infinitely merciful, yet he deprives me of his mercy. His clothes, brass bed, fine bed sheets, mirror, spittoons, all his opulent trappings were ripped to shreds, smashed to bits. 10 men tried but couldn't restrain the force of Pundarik's ecstasy. The manifestation of Pundarik Vidyanidhi's pure love for Krishna competed with one another for some time. Finally, his spiritual emotions reached their peak and he lost eternal unconscious. Unconscious. After witnessing this spectacular display of transcendental feeling, Gadadhar Pandit realized his offense in misjudging Pundarik Vidyanidhi to be a materialistic devotee. To rectify his mistake, he wanted to take initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. 6 hours later, Shri Pundarik returned to external consciousness. Now he seemed calm and composed. Happily, he initiated Gadadhar Pandit. Pundarik Vidyanidhi is Srimati Radharani's father in Braj pastime. His samadhi is in the 64 samadhi area. Pundarik Vidyanidhi ki jai. We have 15 minutes. Maybe we should sing Jayanilo. It's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's disappearance day. Well, Raghunath Das Goswami's appearance as well. Yes, he is. Yes, yeah, of course he is. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. Okay. Well, the next appearance day today is of Raghunath Das Goswami. So, reading again. Raghunath Das Goswami is 40. He was born in 1495 and left this material abode 1586. Raghunath Das was the first of the 6 Goswamis to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Born in a small village of Sri Krishnapur in West Bengal, he belonged to a fabulously rich family of landlords. His family were millionaires even in those days. We see this pattern over and over again. All of these Goswamis that we follow, and we just read about Pundarik Vidyanidhi, were very opulent materially, lots of riches, and they were the most renounced. So there is a whole lesson for all of us to not have attachment to our material wealth or comfort. Hussain Shah, the Emperor of Bengal, leased the entire Saptagram district to Raghunath Das's father and brother for an annual rent of 12 lakhs of rupees. The family collected 20 lakhs per year as taxes. So even after paying the king, they had immense wealth. Raghunath Das was instructed in his boyhood by Balaram Acharya, a great scholar and an advanced devotee of the Lord. He introduced Raghunath Das to Haridas Thakur, the great Namacharya devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who imparted a deep devotional spirit to Raghunath Das. At the age of 15, Raghunath Das heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit to Shantipur after taking his sannyas, and despite resistance from his parents, ran away from home to meet him. His heart was completely melted by Mahaprabhu's beauty and charming personality. The devotion and his teaching of devotion for Krishna. Mahaprabhu himself was also aware of this. Raghunath would not leave Mahaprabhu, but the Lord told him, "Return home now. Don't be over enthusiastic. Control yourself. Keep your divine love for Krishna within your heart and don't express it outwardly. Don't advertise it. Very soon the time will come when Krishna will call you. He will make a way out for you. Don't allow any external show, but keep it within your heart." Raghunath Das returned home. He was married to a woman said to be of exquisite beauty. However, having no interest in material life whatsoever, soon he began to live in the outer section of the house. Observing his son's increasing detachment in worldly matters, his father and other guardians thought that his condition had become very grave. So 10 men were engaged to keep guard that he may not leave. Later, he also met Nityananda Prabhu in Panihati. Nityananda Prabhu said to him, "Give a feast here for my followers. You are the son of a rich man, so please try to give a feast here for my followers." Raghunath did so, the famous Dai Chira Mahotsav. We read about this on Panihati festival in the summer every year. And Nityananda Prabhu was very pleased. He blessed him, saying, "Very soon your bright day will come." And he addressed his devotees, "See this young boy? He has immense wealth in abundance. He has everything required for a young man's enjoyment, but he does not care for it. Krishna's grace has come down into his heart, so he does not care for anything of this world." One day, in the early morning before sunrise, the family guru, Yadanandan Acharya, suddenly arrived at the house. Finding Raghunath in the outer section of the house, he met him and requested him, "I am going out for some important business, but there is no one to worship my deity. So please ask a Brahmana disciple in my name to serve the deity for a day or two during my absence." As Yadunandan Acharya walked out of the house, Raghunath accompanied him. The guards saw him going with the family guru, so they did not intervene. On the way, Raghunath requested the guru, "Please go ahead with your business, and I shall request a Brahmana to the worship in your absence." The guru left. Raghunath took advantage of the situation. After giving appropriate instructions to a Brahmana, he started off in the direction away from Puri. He knew that as soon as his family realized he was missing, they would send men to search for him on the road to Puri. So, for the whole day, he walked in the opposite direction. In the evening, he stopped at a cowherdsman's house, took a little milk from him, and passed the night in the cowshed. Then, in the morning, he started for Puri. When his guardians found that Raghunath had not returned home, they heard from the guards that he had gone out with the family guru. They went to the guru's place, but Raghunath was not to be found. Then they thought that he must have gone to Puri, and they sent men to find him there. They returned without finding him. In this way, Raghunath cleverly managed to escape. For 12 days, he walked to Puri, taking food for only 3 of those days. On the other days, no food was necessary. He was helped by divine love, surcharged with bhakti. He had already heard that Mahaprabhu was at Gambhira, the Kashi Mishra Bhavan. He went there and in the courtyard fell flat in obeisances onto Mahaprabhu. Mukunda Datta announced to the Lord, "Raghunath has come." Mahaprabhu said, "Good, look after him. He has come here with great difficulty, walking for days without food. Take care of him for a few days. Then he will manage for himself." For a few days, Raghunath took prasad there. After that, he began to beg at the gate of Jagannath temple. The parents now thought it was impossible to bring him back, and they did not make any further attempt. But they sent some money with one Brahmana and 2 servants, instructing them to hire a house and offer Raghunath a place to stay and see that their son may not die without food. They tried their best, but Raghunath continued to subsist on alms. Over a period of 2 years, Raghunath invited Mahaprabhu to take prasad at that house, and the Lord did so for his satisfaction. After that, Raghunath left that idea, thinking, this is only to produce some name and fame for me. Mahaprabhu is not pleased with such prasadam. Swarup Damodar was the dearmost personal associate of Mahaprabhu and a very good scholar as well. Mahaprabhu gave Raghunath over to the charge of Swarup Damodar, saying, I request Swarup Damodar to take your charge, and he will advise you what will be necessary for your devotional life. Even though this was a great honor, it just made Raghunath Das all the more humble. They rarely approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly, considering himself to be unfit to associate with him. He served Swarup Damodar with great devotion, exemplifying the Dasanudas, servant of the servant mood of a pure devotee. One day, Raghunath approached Mahaprabhu and asked, you have managed to make me leave home and heart, but now what is my best benefit? If you please, tell me in your own words, my heart will be satisfied. Mahaprabhu said, I have given you over to the charge of Swarup Damodar. He is more qualified than even myself. Still, if you want to hear something directly from me, then I say in brief, Gramya katha na sunibe, Gramya varta na kahibe, Bala na kahibe, Ara bala na paribe, Amani manada hanya, Krishna nam sadalabe, Raj Radha Krishna, Seva manase karibe. Don't indulge in worldly talk. Don't hear worldly talk. They try your best to avoid mundane matters. Don't eat delicious food, but take whatever ordinary food may come of its own accord. And don't dress luxuriously. Always try to take the name of Krishna with the attitude of giving respect to others, without expecting respect from anyone. Always take the name of Krishna with the attitude of giving respect to others, without expecting respect from anyone. Be humble and never aspire for respectful dealings from others. In this way, try to take the name of Krishna constantly. And within, try to serve Shri Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. Mentally be in Vrindavan, rendering service to Shri Radha Krishna Leela. Mahaprabhu told Raghunath that this was the essence of his advice to him. Then he again took Raghunath's hand and offered it to the hand of Swarup Damodar. He said, I am giving you the charge of Swarup Damodar. He is the best spiritual teacher. He will take care of you. Appreciating this renunciation and devotion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him his personal shila from Govardhan Shila and a string of Gunjamala. These were incalculable precious items, since they were personally with the Lord for more than 3 years. With passing years, the devotion and austerities of Raghunath Das only increased. He would chant for 22 hours every day, sleeping for only 1 hour, and sometimes not even that. He gave up all food and drink, taking just a few drops of buttermilk a day. His fame as a mystic became so widespread that devotees from miles across would come to see him. With characteristic humility, he would offer obeisances to each each of the around 200 devotees who daily approached him. He also chanted at least 100,000 holy names daily. His intense devotion and austerities attracted sages, scholars, and spiritualists from far and wide. Raghunath Das Goswami stayed in Puri for 16 years, after which time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the world. 2 or 3 years later, his spiritual master Swarup Damodar also left his devotee. And Raghunath Das Goswami, now 40 years of age, following the last instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, left for Vrindavan to assist Rupa and Sanatana Goswami in their mission to re-establish Vrindavan to its rightful position at the apex of all holy places. There's a lot more. Well, we'll finish this before the... In Vrindavan, at the request of Rupa and... Well, Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. From here, he goes to Vrindavan. He serves Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami and shared his experience with Lord Chaitanya with them. So there was a lot of loving exchanges. Okay, Hare Krishna, Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. Rasa Manjari ki jai.
Yeah.
Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvanda Aravindalayataksam Bhavavatam Samasitam Purasundaram Tandar Pakom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asla Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Vidayanti Viragatami Ananta Chimaya Sadhu Dara Vikrasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Adi Purusham
Okay. Ye anilo prema dana corona patio. Ye anilo prema dana corona patio. Eno Prabhu Kota Kela Jaya Thakur. Kahamora Swarup Rupa Kasanatan. Radha Sarunatha Patita Pavan. Kamora Patayuga Kahakavirat. Ekakali Kota Kela Koranata Rat. Pashane Kurtiba Mata Anale Pashipa. Goranga Gunera Nidhi Kotha Kele Pabo. Te Sava Sangira Sange Ye Korilo Vilas. Te Sangana Payaka Le Narutamadas.
Ye anilo premalana karuna prachor. Eino kavu kota gela charya takur. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Nam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Isti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gawani Prachayane Nirvishesha Shunyavali Pasatya Leshatarine. Right. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Kora Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Guru Jakacharya Satasati Srimad His Divine Grace Abhaya Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Gaudi Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Namesake Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Ki Jai. Mathura Ki Jai. Navdeep Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Swami Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Srimati Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where is such a personality as Srinivasacharya gone? Where are my Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami? Where is Sanatana? Where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopal Bhatta? And where is Krishna Das Kaviraj? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to attain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all these devotees in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottam Das simply weeps. Okay, she's Shastika. Radham Arjanam, Radham Vapanam, Shreya Karaiva Chandrika Vijaranam, Vidyavadu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, Nam Namakari Baldani Jasarva Shaktis, Tatrapitani Amita Smarana Kala, Echarshi Tavakrupa Bhagavan Mamapi, Ardaiva Midrishami Hajaninan Raga, Janada Pisni Chaina, Taror Apis Ishnana, Amalina Maladena, Kirtaniya Sadari, Nadanam Lajanam Nasundarim, Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamaye, Mama Janmani Jamalishware, Rajan Bhakti Aitiki Toyi, Ainanda Janija Kingaram, Ratidama Shame Balamudao, Kripaya Tavapada Pankaja, Suli Jajasham Brivinchaya, Ainam Gala Shridharaya, Padanam Gadgadharudaya Gira, Ulakir Nishitam Vapukada, Tavanamagarane Bhavishati, Ukaitam Nimeshena, Chakshusha Pravarshayam. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. These transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental entities. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of mercy you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sins of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want a number of followers. I only want you across this devotional service, birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my